All right, our first senior tonight is Kelsey Baird. She is the parents of Derek Baird and Christina Fisher. She has played volleyball for 3 years at SCS, with all three being on varsity. Her awards at Suburban have been most improved. Although her plans are undecided for her future, I'm sure she has something great in store. God has taught me that no matter what, if you win or lose, you need to find the good in the situation and remember to have a good attitude. Her favorite memory at Suburban is that my junior year at the Milford tournament, there was a very weird line judge who would practically dance on the line and would make also very bad calls. Well, after one of his bad calls, I said something about his call, and he started yelling at me. So I started yelling back. And then the ref blew his whistle at me and yelled at me. So the whole team had a new inside joke. That definitely has to be my favorite memory. Proverbs 30, verse 5, every word of God is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. Her parents had something to say. It says, don't worry about tomorrow. Nothing matters in this life except what you do to further the kingdom of God. Don't worry about money, bills, food, clothing, etc. Live your life wholly devoted to serving the Lord. What you get from doing that lasts for eternity. Everything else is a distraction from our purpose in life. Kelsey Baird. Our next senior this evening is Daniel Braganza. His parents are Dr. Pierre and Mrs. Wendy Braganza. He has had 8 years of soccer, 5 varsity years, and then, 8 years of soccer at Suburban, with 5 being on varsity, and 3 years of varsity basketball. He has had academic honors through his high school career. His future plans is studying computer science at IUPUI. God has taught him through his athletic experience at SCS is to make sure that you have the right mindset in life. His favorite memory was the 2021 Milford basketball tournament. His favorite Bible verse is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. And his parents are happy to have him go through Suburban, and they're very honored to see how he has become a nice young man and a good godly individual. They hope that he continues that as his college endeavors come to play out. Daniel Braganza. Our next senior this evening is Jeffrey Carpenter. He is the son of Keith and Debbie Carpenter. He has played varsity soccer for the last 3 years and 2 years of baseball. His future plans is going to enlist in the Marine Corps after he graduates. And God has taught him through his athletic experience is to have a good attitude and to work hard. His favorite memory at Suburban is playing, I should say goldfish, because that's what's in parentheses here, is playing goldfish with some of the guys while they were at Maranatha for our soccer tournament. I guess you'll have to ask him what goldfish is. John 14:16 is his special Bible verse, and his parents had something to say for a word of advice, to always follow God's will for your life and to do all that you do for the glory of God. Jeffrey Carpenter. Our next senior is Misty Elliott. She is the daughter of Greg and Sherry Elliott. She has had 5 years of volleyball at Suburban with 3 years on varsity. She has earned the Christian Character Award as she has been here, and her future plans are to go to Pensacola Christian College and to study elementary education. God has taught me to never give up and to always strive for success. And her favorite memory at Suburban is that at the Milford tournament in Wisconsin, or at the Milford tournament and Wisconsin, and almost getting lost in the mall at Milford. All right, her favorite Bible verse is Philippians 1:21. For me to live is Christ, and to die is gain. Then her parents had some advice for her. It says, from Dad, don't get caught up in the mistakes you make or let your mistakes bring you down. Learn to live as yourself and with yourself the way God perfectly, wonderfully made you. And then from Mom, it says, never lose your song. And she has a verse here, it's Psalms 40, verse 3. And he hath put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our God. And it says, keep your eyes on Christ. Psalms 37, verse 4 and 5. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And then lastly it says, keep Christ your top priority. Proverbs 3, verse 6. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Misty Elliott. Our next senior this evening is Matthew Fox. He is the son of Tim and Karen Fox, and at the end of this school year, he will have finished his second full season of announcing games at Suburban. And last school year for basketball, when he had started announcing for Suburban, he had received the Crusader Basketball Helping Hands Award last year. All right, his future plans are to follow what the Lord has for me. It says, to tell you honestly, I don't know what all that involves right now, whether it is to come back to Suburban to announce for the games or go to a Christian college or something else in order to become a broadcaster one day. The options are open, so I will just need time to figure out what I want to do with my future. And God has taught him and will continue to teach him through his announcing experience at Suburban that it is okay to make mistakes because mistakes can teach you a valuable lesson in never giving up. Now, his favorite memory at Suburban was back in 9th grade. It says on his 15th birthday, February 14th. There were 3 girls in particular. Back then, they were 11th graders at the time. They gave him the best birthday ever. He came in one morning. They were all singing happy birthday all the way down the high school hallway and making noise like crazy. That school day was a lot of fun and unforgettable. You just had to be there to witness it. I thank them for it and everyone else who was involved. His favorite Bible verse that stands out to me is Joshua 1:9. It says, have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee whithersoever thou goest. And a little advice from his parents. It says, always keep the lines of communication open. Allow your child to always express their God-given talents and natural gifts that they have been given by the Lord so that they can excel in their future. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Matthew Fox. Our next senior is Nick Franklin. He is the son of TJ and Heather Franklin. Sorry, Nick. His dad's busy away serving our country. But let me compose myself here. Nick, we love you. And we're definitely praying for TJ as he's away. Yes, and he is here with us on the live stream. He has had 6 years of soccer, 4 years on varsity, and he's also had 6 years of basketball with 4 years varsity. His awards were in junior high. It says Soccer Defensive Player of the Year, Junior High Basketball Heart of the Team, All Tournament Junior High Soccer, Academic Honors for all A average in geometry, Pursuing Academic Honors his high school year, Coach Green's first ever monster back in soccer, and had the honor of playing a clown in the high school play. His future plans is to go to IUPUI and pursue general studies first and then law school. God has taught him through his athletic experience at SCS is to work hard. Hard work is infinitely more valuable than talent and that through him we can overcome any obstacles in our way. His favorite memory at Suburban is scoring a goal, my first as a varsity player, in the championship game at the tournament Maranatha, and winning state tournaments in both soccer and basketball. Oh, he says already this year. All right. And then it says Isaiah 41:10, his favorite verse, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." And then it says his parents had a word of advice. "Our dear son, words cannot adequately express how proud we are of the man you have grown to be. From a very young age, we knew that you were destined for big things and to be a leader. We have slowly watched you develop into just that. Our advice to you is to keep your eyes on God, put him first in every area of your life, and things will work for your good. Don't be afraid to stand out and be who God made you to be. Be wise and willing to keep learning. Love God always, or love big, always choose kindness, honor your word, work hard no matter what, and most of all, point others to God by the way you choose to live. Live a legacy that is eternal, find your purpose, and set goals to achieve it. We know that you can do anything you set your mind to do. We love you, believe in you, and will always be your biggest fans. Nick Franklin." Our next senior this evening is Jeremiah Hatfield. He is the son of Jessica and Ronnie Hatfield. He has had soccer this year for 1 year and basketball for 1 year at Suburban. His future plans is whatever God wants me to do, but for now I am going into a trade work. And God has taught him through his athletic experiences to have unity within your teammates. His favorite athletic memory is the Maranatha tournament this year. His favorite Bible verse is 2 Corinthians 12:9. And then a word of advice from his parents. It says, Jeremiah has always been a very energetic and athletic boy. He loves to do anything that involves being outside. He is always a very daring and fearless young boy, and even broke 6 of his bones before. Jeremiah has grown and matured so much this past year. I know Jeremiah loves the Lord, and I am excited to see what God has in store for his future. Jeremiah Hatfield. All right, our next senior is Caleb Lewis. He is the son of Chet Lewis and Casey Stakowiak. He has had 5 years of soccer at Suburban, all 5 being on varsity, and 3 years of basketball with 3 years on varsity. He says he's a humble guy and gives all the glory to God, so I don't want to list all of his awards. His future plans is to further his education in soccer. And God has taught him through his athletic experiences is that even if you think God did something bad, he did it for a purpose. Your favorite athletic memory at Suburban is this year at the Maranatha tournament and winning the tournament. And then his favorite Bible verse is Psalms 37:5. Then his dad has said something. It says, always be yourself and be kind. You have a great heart and honor God in all that you do, especially when you are alone. Fashion good physical, emotional, and spiritual habits to refine your character and be the man God created you to be. Reading your Bible is key, even if it is just for a few minutes a day. Mom says, enjoy college life for the experience and life lessons that God will teach you. Travel the world and go to places you have always dreamed. Give back to people and your community in any way that you can, because God has taught me if you give back to people, you will be blessed abundantly. Caleb Lewis. Our next senior tonight is Drew McKnight. He is the son of David and Michelle McKnight. He has had 3 years of soccer at Suburban and 4 years of basketball. His honors have been MVP, all-tourney at Maranatha and at Milford, all-conference first team, and most improved. His future plans is to go on to college for a business management degree and hopefully be playing sports while there. After college, he plans on getting his HVAC certification and a job in HVAC. It says, no matter what you're going through, there is a reason and a purpose, and that God will always be there to get you through it. He has taught me that building relationships with your teammates and being there for each other is important. Bonds you make in sports can last for an eternity. His favorite memory is at the Maranatha tournament this year, whether it was the wrestling, the rubber ducks, or even getting first place and all tourney. The most important aspect was building the relationships with coaches and teammates. Thank you for all the impact and role you have had on me. Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God and to them who are called according to his purpose. And his parents had a word of advice. Remember to spend time with the Lord daily in reading your Bible and praying. This will give you wisdom for every situation and encouragement on the hard days. Always keep Jesus at the center of your life work. Work hard and do your best with everything you do. Drew McKnight. Our last senior tonight is Ty Morris. He is the son of Joy Morris. He has played basketball in 8 years of soccer, with 5 being on varsity here at Suburban. He has been the 2018 Offensive Player of the Year. His future plans are to attend college for business. God has taught him through his athletic experience at Suburban is playing not for myself but for God. His favorite memory is winning the Maranatha tournament. And his favorite Bible verse is Psalms 37:5. And a little word of advice from his mom here. It says, always put God first in your life. Let him be the first thing on your mind when you wake up, and the last thing before you go to sleep. Ty Morris. All right, one last big round of applause for all of the seniors. All right. I'll give you guys time for pictures if you want them real quick, and then we will get the game started. You are dismissed. If I can have scorer's clock and bookkeeper to report to the table, please. All right, we're going to get started with a word of prayer, so if you can stand, followed by national anthem, and then it will be starting lineups. Dear Jesus, thank you for this night. Thank you for the opportunity to have another great game of volleyball. Keep everybody safe on and off the court. Keep attitudes right. And in your name, amen. All right, starting tonight for the visiting Whirlwinds. Number 10, Alana Muxlow. Number 5, Ashley Ramos. Number 18, Andrea Smith. Number 17, Emma Brown. Number 25, Kylie Dillon. And number 11, Yadira Ortiz. And starting tonight for your Suburban Crusaders, number 1, Misty Elliott. Number 3, Madison Stevens. Number 4, Kirsten Helton. Number 5, Peyton Glover. Number 11, your senior, Kelsey Baird. Number 14, Lily Hollis. And number 16, Abby Connor.
Hello and good evening on this Thursday, October 6, 2022. I want to welcome you to this varsity matchup between ICA and Suburban. Make that late afternoon. All right, so as you already know, yes, we want it one more time for a regular season matchup. You bet we do. As this is it. The regular season has reached its end. Once this game concludes, all right, let's start it one more time here at the facility of Suburban. Senior night, let's go. And Abby Connor, Madison over, and that will be a point Suburban. Good start, 1-0 here. As this is your guy, Matthew Fox, coming to you live inside the Crusader box. All right, Abby Connor to serve. She is up. She is away. And that will be tipped and up. Little tip and no. 2-0 Suburban. All right, Abby Connor now to serve. She is up and off the front of the net. 2-1. As ICA gets their first point of the day. Why in the world do I have second up here? Oh. It's not the second period, folks. It's only the first period. Abby Connor to Madison. And Kelsey over and right in the spot. 3-1. Let me change that real quick or it's going to bother me. There we go. All fixed. As it is 3-1. Yes, I got that right. Madison over and up to 11 and 2. Put it over and right to Misty. There's Madison. And now Misty, good job. Put it over right to 10 and 2 and 11. Over right there, Lily. Madison, Peyton, good. And that was tapped and or whatever we're going to call it. And that one will be off the front of the net. 4-1 Suburban. They get their point. As I want to welcome the crowd that is here for Suburban. And as Madison is getting ready to serve, that one is up and over right there. ICA, there's 2. 17, put it over right there. Hollis, there's Madison. Now Kelsey, and a little too far. Out of bounds, 4-2 as ICA gets that point. And for the short little volleyball crowd here for ICA, as everybody must have gone out to watch varsity soccer. As there's a lot of people here, but not anymore. As that one is off the front of the net, 5-2, now Suburban. All right, Kelsey Baird put it in over and put it where nobody could get it. 6-2, Suburban. And we have a nice Suburban crowd over here, but the crazy section is that one will be another ace. Give her an ace, 7-2 Suburban. I haven't used that term all varsity volleyball season long, or any kind of reason, because I don't say it that much. As that one will be inbounds again, 8-2 Suburban. You bet it is. Give her another ace. As I'm fired up, folks, as that one will be tapped this time. ICA up in the air. They're going to get it over. Nice little tap and falling. And now ICA returns the favor, giving them a point, 8-3. They said, if Kelsey can do it, we can do it too. And finally, they just did. 8-3 Suburban, as ICA is serving. And 5, put it away. And now time is called. And I'm not sure exactly why, but must have been something anyway. 9-3 is Suburban did get a point. All right. Here is Misty. That one got over right there for 25 to Madison. And there's Kirsten. Peyton put it over and a little too far. And therefore a point. ICA 9-4 it is. Here in this first period. As discussion is made. And I'll clear it up. That one up. That one got over right to Abby. Good job, Madison. And there's Kirsten. Oh, no. 9-5 as ICA gets that point. Could not get it over the net. Okay. Here is number 11. Putting it over right there, Abby. Madison. Abby over. And that will be ICA putting over Madison. Kirsten. There's Peyton over, and that will be up. ICA 2. That one got over right to Connor and Madison. And Abby put it over right there. 5-2 and 10 tip. And Hollis, Madison, and Peyton off the front of the net. 9-6 as ICA gets that point. As I want to make a statement here real quick. Mr. Gore forgot to say libero for Lily Hollis. He just said her number. So put that in check. As that one is over to Madison, to Kirsten. Abby, that's what we like to see here in 10-6. That's her specialty. Yes, it is. That spike. You got to love that spike from Abby Connor. We won't be seeing that again until next year, folks. Well, at least at home. I have no idea. Hey, I have no idea about where the games is. That one is going to get tapped, and that will you point Suburban 11-6. But what I was talking about is, let's just say we're not going to see that for the rest of the regular season. And I have no idea where the tournament. Well, I don't want to say it. As that Peyton is off the front of the net, as ICA gets that point 11-7. Let me just tell you this: I have no idea where the quarterfinals, semifinals, and championship will be played in a couple weeks. I don't know where the locations, and we'll figure that out and get that ready for you. As Abby Connor, there's Madison, little tip, and point Suburban, 12-7. As that will get figured out for you in the days to come, as this is Varsity's last regular season game here at Suburban. On this senior night, as Lily Hollis put it over and right to 5, and there's 2, and put it over right to Hollis. There's Madison Stevens, and Abby Cotter doing what her best, and up in the air, 11, and falling for a point. Suburban 13-7 here in this first period. As you can tell, I have my energy. I'm being productive. I feel like normal. You understand? As this is the last game. Unfortunately, the crowd has gone bye-bye out to soccer. I mean, that's okay, but, you know, what happened to the nice little crowd as that one just got over. Nice for ICA as that one will be out of bounds. And point ICA. That was a pretty interesting. 13-8 now. right, ICA, put it over right there at Peyton. Madison. Now Abby Connor, right there. ICA, put it over and oh, Abby Connor with that. Oh yes, oh yes. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. If you don't like varsity volleyball, I don't know what you like. Oh baby, how about that? All right, all right. Abby Connor rewards herself with a serve, and that one gets over, and oh my goodness. Like here it is, too, sending it over, and out of bounds, 15-8 Suburban. As that one went all the way into the boys' locker room. Pastor Glover got it, so great job, Pastor Glover. All right, here's Abby Connor. Put it over, and right over ICA, right to Madison. And there's Kelsey. Madison, great job. I like that. And she's trying to be like Abby now. As 11 sends it over, right there, Hollis. And now Madison. Misty is a little bit short on her attempt, 15-9, as ICA gets that point. All right, here is 18 serving for ICA. Indiana Christian Academy, just in case, as Lily puts it in the air right to Abby. And there's Madison, put it over right there, 11-17. Great, right to Abby, Madison, and now Misty, good job, and little tip. And falling for a point, Suburban, 16-9. Yes, it is. Here in this first period, as I will go over ICA's varsity lineup at the end of this first period. All right, here is Madison Stevens putting it over, and that one will be off the hands, 17-9. Yes, it is Suburban. As I want to say thank you to those of you who might be watching at this time, or who will watch us later. You know what I'm talking about. As ICA calls a timeout, they are down by 8. And I'm going to take a short break and be right back with you. Thank you. Back out of the timeout, Madison Stevens. He got it over right there, ICA 11. And that one on the ground, 18-9 Suburban here in this first period. As Madison puts it over right there to 10 on the ceiling. 2, good save, and now 11 does put it over right there, Abby. Now falling Kelsey, and that will be 3 times. And a point for ICA, 18-10. $17 for ICA. Put it over right there, Hollis, and I have no idea. Are we doing that again? I have no idea what just happened. And there's, anyway, Hollis of Madison and Peyton, and that one will be off the front of the net, 18-11. There you go. Get some support for your teammates and coaches for ICA. 17 puts it over right there. Connor, Madison. Now Hollis put it over right there. 17, 11, 25. Hollis, Madison. Now Kelsey, good. 2, 11 right there, Connor. Madison, now Kelsey, spike, and was that tap? No, it was not. Point ICA 18-12, I think. Or unless they call it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Come on, Abby. All right. Here's 17 serving. That one is up. It's away right there, Lily. Madison. Oh, nicely done. 19-12. Kelsey sending it. And 11-2. Cannot get it. 20-12 is the score. Kelsey over right there, 17. Back over Misty. Nobody's going to get it. 20-13 as ICA gets that point. And Miss Hollis is back in. Kelsey goes out. Remember, she's the libero for Varsity and has been all season. Isn't that right? Why was I ready? Oh, Misty, great job. 21-13 Suburban. For some reason, I'm ready to say Mr. Gore. He's not out there. No, 17 over right there, Abby. Madison. That was Abby. Great job. And 11, sending it right there, Hollis. Madison, oh, good little deflection. Madison again, put it over right there, 11. And up in the air, Alice, Stevens, Helton, great, and that's a point for Suburban, 22-13. All right, Misty Elliott almost took the antenna out. Almost bit it back. Anyway, ICA gets the point, 22-14. That was, I like that. That was I haven't seen that all year, all season, should I say. Misty to Madison, and then Peyton, great, 2 and 11, putting up and 10 over right there, Misty. Madison. Now Abby doing her famous spike, and that was a good save by 11-5. And 17 over right there, and out of bounds or not. Whose point is that? Actually, yeah. I mean, they were celebrating like they got it, like it was out of bounds, and then after 22-15 as IC does get that point. So forgive me. All right, that one is up, that one is away, and that one is a Misty, and that one is Madison, and now over to Abby, great. And that 17, at the ceiling, can they still? No, 3 times it is, automatic point. Suburban 23, and ICA 15. Here in this first period of the varsity matchup, also senior night, 2022. Peyton Glover put it over, and inbounds, yes it is, 24-15. You tell Mr. Bates and Company one more to get, and you have a period win or set win or whatever you want to call it. All right. All right, Peyton. All right, Peyton Glover puts it over, and that will be down 2. And now 16, got it over right to Abby. And Madison, can they in it? Abby off the front of it. No, not that time. 24-16 as ICA gets that point. Hey, there's Mr. Gore. All right, here's 10 for ICA, 24-16. That one got over. Right there, Abby, Madison, put it up, and Kirsten, and that one is point. Suburban. Set over, 25-16. They're delaying the call. All right, first period over. That means Suburban does lead 1-0. I'm going to get right on the starting lineups for ICA here quickly. And then, okay. All right, we have the varsity volleyball roster for Indiana Christian Academy. Number 1, Ashley Ramos, a senior. Number 2, Sandra Clayton, a senior. Number 5, Cassiana Hodson, freshman. Number 7, Emmeline Best, sophomore. And number 10, Elena Muxlow, senior, a junior. Number 16, Abria Hubble. Number 17, Emma Brown, which is a senior. Number 18, Andrea Smith, freshman. Number 21, Chloe Wagner, junior. And last but not least, we have number 25, Kylie Dillon, who is a junior. And then for our staff, we have Kevin Plew as the assistant coach, and the head coach for varsity volleyball for ICA is Abigail Espinoza. All right, that is Indiana Christian Academy. Be right back with you after the short break. Stay with us. What were those hand gestures, Miss Hollis? I have no idea. What's this? I have no idea what that is. Okay. All right. Welcome back to start to the second period. Suburban does have a one-set lead here in this varsity matchup, the last home game of the season. Or in other words, the finale. Say it how you want to. And also, this is a special occasion, as this is also senior night for Suburban. All right. Varsity and soccer. Abby Connor away. ICA 11, 17. Put it over and out of bounds. 1-0 Suburban. As I do want to publicly thank my parents for the food this evening. As Abby Connor is away, and that one will be not over. 2-0 Suburban. But yes, I do want to thank my parents for my food. And I also want to thank the concessions people. They've been great all soccer and volleyball season long. I just appreciate their hard work, and everyone hard work. As there's Madison, Kelsey. Oh, nice job by ICA Madison. Kelsey, try it again, and this time it will work. 3-0. But yes, I do love all the effort that's put in all these games this season. And let me remind you in just a little bit. So as Abby Connor is away, there's 11. There's 17. Oh, a little block by Kelsey. It was off her hands. Right to Kelsey and out to Madison. That will be 10. And up in the air. 11, good to track it. 17, put it over. And this time out of bounds. 4-0 Suburban. All right, Abby Connor, she is away and a little bit too strong. ICA's first point, 4-1 here in the second period. Remember, Suburban has a one-set lead. That one is just out of bounds. I thought it was very close. Anyway, what am I doing? 5-1. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, never mind. It's 5-1. You got it. I got it. Yeah, right. And Madison over right there. 5. Put it up. How about this? But not enough. 5-2. What am I doing? Make that 6-1 Suburban. Oh, I hate making mistakes. You guys know that now. Here is Madison Stevens with the serve. That one got over, and there is 10. And 2, 17 off the front of the net. 7-1 Suburban. And a quick timeout. And I will take that timeout too. Come back and stay with us, or you know how it goes. I'll be right back. Thank you. Cool thing about this. Yeah, the cool thing about this is that I can catch a bite in between timeouts. Madison, and that one will be a little bit too strong. 7-2. ICA gets their second point. But what I was saying is that I can get a little bite to eat, or a few bites to eat. What in the world? I thought, where in the world did that screaming come from all of a sudden? Abby, Madison. Now Kirsten over right there is 10. And that one did not work out very well. 8-2 now, Suburban. But folks, I'm just going to tell you right now, it has been a pleasure and a privilege to announce varsity volleyball this season. Kelsey over and 10. That one wouldn't get out of bounds. So therefore, it is 9-2 Suburban. Kelsey out to serve, and she sends it out of bounds. 9-3 as they trade points. That 1-17 over right there. Falling for a point. 9-4. ICA gets that point. Suburban by 5. All right, 17. That one is over right there. Abby, Madison, Katie. Good job on ICA's part. Abby Connor put it over, and that one will be a point. ICA 9-5. What in the world is this? That one is right to Hollis. Madison, Peyton Glover, and a point for ICA, 9-6. So that one was out of bounds. Now, one question I would make is, what in the world is this link string talking about on the comments? I have no idea what that's talking about. Madison got it over. That's the kind of thing, though. I've seen the comment kind of thing, like this stream, like I'm streaming the game, or are they talking about streaming to somebody else's? As ICA gets that point, 9-7. But I'm just saying, here's a link for the stream. This is Jan Goldsman, and that one, she put that on there again. I don't understand that. As that one, Madison, Katie over right there, 25, and that one a little short. Oh, they kept it alive. Wow, I thought it was done. Oh, man, Madison, Abby Connor. That one will be at 11-2. And now 5 over right there, Krynock. Madison over right there, 11. There's 2. Now 5, a little bit short with it, and that will be point Suburban, 10-7. Here in the second period, Suburban leads 1-0. All right, Kirsten Helton is off the front of the net, so therefore point ICA, 10-8. As I want to say thank you to those of you who might be watching or watching at a later time. This is your guy Matthew Fox coming to you live inside the Crusader box. As that one gets over right to Hollis, and there's Madison, and there's Peyton, put it over, and falling for a point. Not ready was ICA. Point Suburban, 11-8. All right, here is Miss Glover. That one is up. That one is over. And right there, 17-2. And to Katie. Nice little tip. And it's up. 11. Abby. Madison. Abby Connor. That's what we like to see, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 12-8. I mean, I'm telling you, nobody else is clapping, so I got to clap myself here every once in a while, you know? It's kind of sad here. I mean, there's a nice little group here for Suburban. I'm to the right of me. There's not very many people for ICA, as that will be a point for ICA 12-9. But, I mean, I got to clap for my team, you know? All right, that one is going to get over to 11 right there, Glover. And now Katie, can she save it? No, and right over to the bench as ICA does get that point down by 2, 12-10. As here is this crowd that came out for Suburban, as that one, it will be up on 11. There's Misty. I wonder where I say Misty and she wasn't even up there. Her parents were to the right of me, so forgive me. Anyway, that hit the ceiling. 2. Able to recover right there. Hollis, Libero, Madison, Katie Krynock, and out of bounds. And guess what? It's a 1-point game, 12-11. As ICA is trying to make it interesting here. All right, up and away, 11 over right there, Glover. Madison, Abby, oh, nicely done. Nicely done by number 10, and that's what, folks, we are tied at 12. It's been a good set. All right, here is 11, putting it over Glover. And now able to send it, and guess what, folks? ICA takes the lead 13-12. Tell you honestly, I do not remember how much they trailed by. Anyway, quick timeout on Suburban. And now 13-12, and I'll be right back. All right, out of the timeout. Man, those chicken and noodles are good. Chicken noodles and mashed potatoes, should I tell you. So if you didn't get it, then come on out and get the rest of it. I'm just kidding. I don't know how much is left or whatever's left, but I'm just telling you, I like that very much. Thank you, concession to people. I love you. Especially when I were to get something, not a hot dog, something different, you know? How about that? It's a happy time around here. As that one is going to be out of bounds, and guess what? Another point goes to ICA, 14-12. All right, 11 serving it right to Peyton up in the ceiling and not going to get there. 15-12, ICA. They are now up by 3. There you go, there you go. Out of bounds, and there's the point. 15-13. Nice footwork, distracted him over here on Suburban side. As Peyton went to go get that, gives it right to Hollis, and she will do her job. The libero, that is. That one is up, that one is away, and right there 17, 10, 2, and now 18, put it over right there. Abby keeping it alive, right to Madison, and Abby Connor, good job, and putting it over, and to the bench. And may give us a point, 15-14, so you're down by 1. As, of course, all ICA is here, but obviously people are out there watching soccer and all of that. As Lily Hollis puts it over, and 11 hits 5, and 5 is laughing, and hey, they're having a good time. We're tied at 15, though. You better get back in the game here. Is Miss Hollis. Lillian, however you want to call her. 17. There's 19 over. And this time out of bounds. Suburban regains back to lead. 16-15. And it's all because of that footwork over here on the stands. Way to go. All right, here's Lily Hollis. And that one is up, that one is away. And there's 17. Got it over right there, Abby. Madison Stevens, Kelsey Baird. Put it over right there, and oh my, how about that control and save right to Hollis, the libero, Madison. And there is Abby Connor up and away. Oh my. Are they going to save it, put it over? And no, they are out of bounds. Just barely. 17-15 Suburban here in the second period. Lily Hollis will do the honors once more, and that one will be... Whoa! Somehow it's out of bounds. 18-15. I don't know if I agree with that one, but I have no idea what to tell you. Anyway, it's a point Suburban. We're up by 3. I mean, I guess. Hollis put it over right there. And going the wrong way. Give us a point. 19-15. I mean, a few more people showing up here and there. Like I said, majority out watching soccer, I believe. All us over to 17. And that one hit face. Anyway, now Suburban has a 5-point advantage, 20-15. As it is into the evening on this Thursday. And quick timeout. So will I be back with you shortly. Thank you for watching if you are, and to those later. All right, bye-bye for now. Well, not bye-bye, but I'll talk to you under a minute. That's what I meant. All right, give it up here now. Lily Hollis put it over. Right there, 5, 2, 10 over. Right there, Hollis. And now Madison. And now Abby Connor with her famous spike. And boy, or should I say girl, that's good stuff. 21-15. All right, Lily Hollis. Up and away. Over right there. 17-2. Tap. No. Get up. 22-15 Suburban. All right, Lily Hollis bounces the ball. Substitution before. Man, what are you doing to Miss Hollis? You can't just do it like that. You can't do it like that, man. Okay, you just distracted her. Come on, you can't. ICA, why'd you do that for? All right, watch this. Watch this now. She's going to do something. All right, up in the air. Hollis away. And that one will be 11. And there's 2. And now 17. Oh, not this time. 23-15 Suburban. All right. Hollis away and inbounds. Yes, it is. Give it to her. Oh, of course, nothing distracts her. Not even a substitution. Nothing. How about it? Lillian Hollis, you gotta love her. The libero. That Mr. McGore. Oh, boy. Mr. Gore. As that one will be out of bounds this time. 24-16. But what I was talking about, Mr. Gore, when he was doing the lineups, didn't even say the libero. So this time I'm correcting that for her, Miss Hollis. Okay. So you can say I don't have to apologize this time. I'm messing around. I'm not messing around what happened by telling the truth, but I'm playing around with different things. You know me, maybe not too much. As Madison get it over and right there 10, Suburban 1 point away. As that one will be 11 over ICA. Right there, Kirsten. There's Madison, little tip, and that will be off the net. And give it a win. Give it a set win. 25-16, 2-0. All right, now it's time for the varsity volleyball lineups for our Suburban Crusaders. As I will pull it up here, third period is next. Of course, Suburban leads 2-0. All right, varsity volleyball here for Suburban. Here we are. All right, lineups for our Crusaders. We have number 1, Sophia Miller. She is a junior. Number 3, Madison Stevens, a junior. Excuse me. All right, number 4, Kirsten Hilton, a junior. Number 5, Peyton Glover, a junior. Number 6, Misty Elliott, a senior. One of our 2 are seniors on this varsity team. Then we have number 8, Katie Krynock. She is a sophomore. Number 11, Kelsey Baird. She is the 2nd senior on this varsity team. And we have our libero, understand that. Number 14, Lily Hollis, or Lillian Hollis, or say it how you like. All right, she is a sophomore. And last but not least, one of my favorite spike girls is Miss Abby Connor, and she's number 16, a junior. She knows how to lay it down, man. And, of course, the head coach for varsity is Mrs. Amanda Gore. All right. Be back with you. It's under 2 minutes for the third period. Stay tuned and all that as we roll on this senior night. All right, here is the lone question for this evening. Will this be the last? Will this be the last period of varsity volleyball for this regular season? That's the question. ICA down 2-0. Of course, turnaround. Suburban is up 2-0. Say it how you want. But I want to say thank you to ICA for coming out. Of course, they play junior high soccer and junior high volleyball. Oh, here about junior high volleyball. Junior high volleyball for ICA. Excuse me. Junior high volleyball. Junior high soccer is what I'm trying to get out. Is junior high soccer between Suburban and ICA, and Suburban won 2-0, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I believe that's right. As the third period is underway, and a point for Suburban, 1-0. That one went out of bounds. All right, here's Sophia Miller. That one is over, and 5. Going the wrong way, 2-0 Suburban. Oh, yes, and also a player that was added to varsity was number 2, Mackenzie Helton. She's kind of been added the last few games. I'm not quite sure. Maybe she was just brought up, or who knows, you just let her play varsity. And why not? As Sophia Miller is off the front of the net, giving ICA their first point, 2-1. As I want to say thank you to those of you who might be watching or will watch this at a later time. This is your guy, Matthew Fox, coming to you live on this. Well, that one is going way backwards. Hello. Watch out, Glover. And like, man, that was a. Oh, hello over there. I said we are tied at 2. And what was I getting ready to say? That one got over right there. Mackenzie Madison. Misty, good, and that will be over right there. Hollis Madison, great, and that was 2-10. And the wrong way, 3-2 Suburban. All right, Madison Stevens up in the air, put it away. And that one is going back. And another point for Suburban. Oh, I remember what I was talking about. I was saying thank you to those who might be watching or watch the later time. This is your guy, Matthew Fox, coming to you live inside the Crusader box. That's what I was that's what I think I was on. If not, I have no idea. Madison, over, right there. Oh, my, look at that. Nice job, Misty, put it over. And now 2. That one gets over right there. Hollis. Stevens and Mackenzie, great. That one over right there, 10-2. And now 5 off the front of the net. And Suburban gets that point, 5-2. Stevens, over right there, 10, and going the wrong way. 6-2 Suburban. As obviously this is day two of 3 of events here at the facility of Suburban. I tell you to finish it out at the end of this game. All right, to at least remind you, anyways, Madison's way right to ICA. There's 2 now off the front of the net. 7-2 Suburban. All right, here's Madison. Over right there, 14, or 11, and 2-5. Right there, Stevens, Baird. Mackenzie says, I got it. Over to 11. There's ICA, 2-10. Right there, Hollis, Madison, and now Misty. Good, and inbounds. Great play, Misty Elliott, 8-2 Suburban. Madison, she's off the front of the net this time. As I say, gets their third point. Suburban up 2-0. As may I remind you, this is the last varsity game here at Suburban for this regular season. As 17 is away right there. Misty, McKenzie, Madison over, and that one over right there. Abby, Madison. Now Kelsey, great, over right there. 11 up in the air. 17 over right there. Hollis, Madison, McKenzie. There you go, right there. 17 to 2. 10 off the front of the net. 9-3 Suburban. And of course, also, shall I mention, a special occasion for this evening, as this is also senior night. As all the seniors were honored, as Kelsey does a great job putting it, making it 10-3 for Suburban. Kelsey just got it over. Wasn't expecting it, and that's a point. Suburban 11-3. ICA was not expecting that, as we have built an 8-point advantage. Kelsey over right there, 5, and touch, and another point goes to Suburban. Kelsey over right there and tapped again, touched again, should I say. 13-3 Suburban in this varsity game. As hey, she was able to find it. I guess that would technically be my fault because I was told to do my usual thing was the table, so I did that. Not my fault, but you know. Anyway, point Suburban 14-3. Well, that's where they usually go, so you know, I just kind of like how, you know, during this time and stuff, I kind of helped around with, you know, getting the bleachers out, help with the tables, different things. So I'm very glad I was able to do that at times and all of the above. Help out, sweep around. You know how that goes, and that's another point. Suburban 15-3. As Varsity is crushing ICA. Kelsey, and that will be Sophie, as that one did get over for ICA, of course, not out of bounds. Kirsten, good job. Right there, 11-2, and now 12. Kelsey up in the air. Madison, Misty, right there, 17-2. 25, Sophia, Madison, now Kenzie, 11, there's 2, and 20, or whoever put up, Kelsey, now Kirsten on that, 2, got it over right there, Madison, Kirsten there, and her sister did a good job and putting it back over, 25, now nice little battle here, Madison, Kirsten, McKenzie, puts it out of bounds, but it's okay. 15-4, as ICA does get that point. Let's go, Crusaders. Let's go. All right. 11 is up, and right saved by Hollis. She likes to dive for those plays, and that one is off the front of the net. 15-5, but I do credit Miss Lillian Hollis, the libero, for diving when she has to, making spectacular plays. $11 is out of bounds with it, so therefore Suburban 16, ICA 5. Misty over at their ICA, Madison, Peyton. There's Hollis, put it over, and just out of bounds. So ICA point, 16-6. But let me ask you something, folks. Do you remember when this varsity season started back in August? Do you remember when it all started back in August, just a couple months ago? I mean, can you believe it? How fast the soccer volleyball season has gone? Of course, it always goes fast. All these, I mean, with everything with school and just so many different things, you know, they just go by and by and by until you realize, hey, we're all done. But when it's all done, you don't even know. Abby Connor does a spectacular job. As I like that jump. Everybody was under, almost side by side, but a little spaced out. That was pretty nice. 17-6 Suburban. But you know, I mean, it's unbelievable how we are about ready to see the final, the last few times, especially for these couple seniors here. This is their last time. This is the last time here in a regular season matchup here in this court for a volleyball setting. As that one is off the front of the net, 18-6, and you know, I mean, it's pretty special. It's pretty special when you get to this night and say you've made it. I've made it, especially for those who might be a senior, and for those others saying, you know, it's just very special. So many things are special, and a lot of work goes in. And that one's off the front of the net. 19-6, the Suburban gets to get another point. As I'm just talking along in different things, but you know, I've sincerely enjoyed announcing for our varsity girls this season, and all of them. But I mean, you just love a varsity team. As that one will be a point for ICA, 19-7. I mean, one of my favorite moments here. One of my favorite moments. Favorite atmospheres was. As let's do this. I'm going to do this right here. As that one does get over, I say right there, Abby Madison. And now Abby Connor, spike, and that's a point. Suburban, nicely done. Abby Connor, 20-7. Suburban is now 5 points away from the victory. But let me go back. One of my favorite moments here in this atmosphere for varsity, as Lily Hollis puts it over. And up in the air, ICA, good job. Hollis, there's Madison, Kelsey, over, and right there 11-2, and sending it back, 10 out and over. Right there, Misty, Madison, and Abby Connor off the front of the net this time, 20-8. My favorite moment was when the Kings Academy against Suburban, varsity-style volleyball. That was nothing but pure joy, pure. I mean, if you remember it, you had Kelsey touchdown and point Suburban 21-8. But let me tell you, if you just remember it, the crowd was amazing for that. Our home crowd was amazing for that. Everything went into that. I called that the greatest game ever at Suburban for varsity volleyball or whatever. I mean, it just had everything. Suburban did end up winning that 3-2, but I mean, you can go back and watch it. I mean, it was one of the more longer ones, as that one would get out of bounds, 21-9. But I tell you, it was one. It just had everything, I tell you. I mean, that's the first time I've announced varsity volleyball and any kind of volleyball. Of course, I didn't do it last season because I was just screening it and they wouldn't let me announce or whatever. Apparently, girls don't like announcing. But what am I going to tell you? I mean, of course, I was the one behind the screen, and you didn't even know who I was for this time last year. You didn't. I mean, not in this kind of setting. Of course, I'm very quiet in school and different things. But I got to tell you, I mean, you just got. There's so much that goes into it. Junior high soccer, varsity soccer, junior high volleyball, junior varsity volleyball, and now varsity volleyball. Just so much goes into it. And you just gotta love the experiences when you can. So many things. As I'm talking and there's discussions going on. But you know, and I tell you, is now play will resume. But I tell you, you'll remember special atmospheres. And just a few games ago, you watched Cross Point come into Suburban, and you saw Suburban's home winning streak come to a close because of them. And Suburban had a 2-set lead 2-0 lead that game. And Cross Point just came right back and didn't give up. I mean, that was incredible on their part. You kind of look at, as that was Abby, the Madison, Kelsey off the front of the net, point ICA 21-10. But I mean, you look at the up with the Kings Academy game. You go back and watch that, and then you look at the low with Cross Point. But learning experience and all of it for both teams and just many different things. You just remember those things. Those stand out to you, and those games do, especially tournaments and just all of it. I mean, as 10, 17, and off the front of the net, point Suburban 22-10, as we're now 3 points away from a sweep this evening. But I tell you, a lot goes into this, and I'm so thankful I've been able to be a part of it. And I am not done yet for this volleyball season. That one will be a good job for Miss Madison Stevens, 23-10, 2 points away from a sweep here on senior night against ICA. As Madison, she puts it up, and right there 11, there's 7, there's 10, over right there Hollis, Madison, and now Misty over 11-2, and now 10 tip, and nicely done by ICA. Hollis tried, and that would be a point for ICA, 23-11. (17) off the front of the net, and there we go. 1 point away, 24-11, and this is it. One more, and who's going to get it? Lily Hollis leads, and Kirsten comes in. Kelsey Baird, here we go, 24-11. She puts it away. 25 puts it over. Right there, Abby and Madison and Peyton. There's ice at the ceiling, and that's it. And see you later, ICA. Suburban is victorious on senior night. But also, you gotta love these. You gotta love these moments too. At the end of the games, win or loss, it doesn't matter. You see teams congratulate each other nonetheless. Absolutely amazing. Suburban sweeps ICA 3-0. As we want to thank the little crowd over here for ICA for that wanted to stay inside and watch. Of course, the crowd over here for Suburban that we had. You had a few people in the Crusader Crazy section. I mean, just a lot of good stuff. Of course, final score 25-11, 3-0 sweep for Suburban. As I'll take that away, and here's a nice scene right here. Mrs. Reynolds is going to take a picture of the varsity volleyball girls. And the coach, Mrs. Gore, and here comes Kirsten and Abby with the balloons, and this is special, very special, very special. As this is it, last time for varsity volleyball regular season final time for varsity regular season volleyball. As Mrs. Elliott goes and joins there too and getting their picture. Special scene for 2 seniors, juniors, sophomores, and a freshman. As there's Mrs. Hollis. Way to go, girls. Varsity volleyball has had a tremendous season. Just a tremendous season. I'm so proud of them. So proud of them. But let me tell you something about this evening. Seniors that played with sports were honored. But also, I want to say a special thank you to Mr. Gore for adding me to this. Since obviously I'm the announcer for our school, but obviously not an athletic player, But he decided to add me to it. And let's just say, I usually try and stay I stay pretty humble about it because I really did not expect that at all. It's kind of late minute thing, and I appreciate that very much. I did not expect that because I know I'm a senior too, but I don't like to think about it all that much. I'm just focused on everybody else and honoring them and just all of that. But I am so thankful that I was able to be a part of it, and it is such a great opportunity for being a part of it, and it has been absolutely amazing announcing varsity volleyball for this 2022 season. The finale is now a wrap. It's been very special, and I can't tell you yes or no if I will be back for volleyball announcing next year. Of course, like I said, I'm a senior too, so who knows where the Lord's going to lead me. And and if I don't ever announce a varsity volleyball game, junior varsity for girls, I mean, let me just tell you, it has been a treat. They've treated me to a lot of good things. They've played very well. It's just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And of course, giving you updates on junior high soccer and varsity soccer. And they've had a pretty good season too. So now what they need to be focused on is now what comes after fall break. Fall break is next week. Then the week after, you'll get into the tournament play where it's single elimination. You have the quarterfinals, semifinals, and then the championship. And that will make or break your season, pretty much. So, I mean, I look forward to that for both volleyball and soccer, and a lot of great stuff there. When we get to it, is obviously I went over varsity soccer roster, varsity volleyball roster for Suburban and ICA. So now let me take a opportunity to go over all the rosters for junior high soccer for Suburban and ICA, and varsity soccer for both of those. So for ICA junior high soccer, in 6th grade, number 1, Daxton Lang. In 5th grade, number 2, Parker Plew. Number 3, Carson Smith. In 8th grade, number 4, Eli Smith. In 8th grade, number 5, Levi Brown. In 5th grade, number 6, Seth Borden. In 6th grade, number 7, Cooper Hapner. In 8th grade, number 8, Garrett Engelbert. In 5th grade, number 9, Henrik Seeger. 5th grade, number 10, Paxton Plew. 7th. Number 11, Elder Aguilar in 7th. Number 12, Jonadab Loredo, 6th grade. Number 13, Josiah Digbello, 6th grade. And number 15, Clay Carmichael in 6th. That is ICA's junior high soccer lineup. And now let me read over Suburban's junior high soccer roster for the season. You have number 1, Elijah Reed in 6th. Number 3, Stephon Reed in 7th. Number 4, Lucas Sanchez in 6th. Number 5, Titus McCall in 7th. And number 7, Benji Krynock in 8th. Number 8, Andrew Ellis. He is in 7th grade. Number 9, Samuel Kennedy, 7th grade. Number 10, Ben Pearson, 8th. Number 11, Jackson Himes in 6th. Number 12, Cody McCoy, 7th. Number 18, Benjamin Tong in 7th. Number 20, Evan Franklin, 8th. Number 21, Christian Nall in 7th grade. Number 28, Jude Cianzola in 7th. Number 29, Bavik Rosing, 7th. Number 30, Parker Martin in 7th. On the bench, Tyler Tyler Broadstreet in 7th, Alex Manuel 7th, and Jaden Hilton in 6th grade. Of course, the two head coaches for junior high soccer, Josh King and Keith Carpenter. Okay, that takes care of that. All right, now quickly, well, as I go over both rosters for ICA varsity soccer for you, we have for ICA, we have number 2 Jack Tucker, freshman. Number 3 Jensen Arnett, freshman. Number 4 Brian Batista, senior. Number 5 Porter Plew, sophomore. Number 6 Jarrett Lopez, sophomore. Number 7 Ethan Tucker, freshman. Number 8 David Lopez, freshman. Number 9 Seth Plew is a sophomore. Number 10 Pedro Soriano is senior. Number 11 Jonah Hudson, senior. Number 12 Sebastian Rudy, freshman. Number 14 Ian Aikenbach, freshman. Number 15 Sawyer Tipton, sophomore. Number 17 Dallas Carmichael, a junior. Number 18 Carter Smith, junior. Number 21 Kendall Plew, which is a senior. The statistician is George Bautista, and the head coach is Mark Sherwin for ICA. That was varsity soccer roster for ICA. All right, now as I finish out with Suburban varsity soccer, as we have number 1 David Leon, a freshman. Number 2 Chad Glover, freshman. Number 3 Evan Green, a junior. Number 4 Tim Pointer, junior. Number 5 Noah Wilhelm. Hello Noah, hope you've been having fun with soccer this year, a junior. As number 6 John Dom, sophomore. Number 7 Caleb Lewis, he is one senior on there. Number 8 Andrew Reynolds, he's a freshman. Number 9 Paul Thing, a sophomore. Paul Tong, we have number 10 Daniel Braganza, senior. Number 11 Blake Folger, a junior. Number 12 Aiden Barmas, a freshman. Number 13 Drew McKnight, another senior. Number 16 Wade Zimmerman, freshman. Number 17 Robert Kim, sophomore. Number 18 Garrett Elliott, he is a sophomore. Number 19 Jeffrey Carpenter, of course, another senior. Number 20 Ty Morris, another senior. Number 21, Zach Wallen, freshman. Number 23, Luke Carter, freshman. Number 24, Nick Franklin, a senior. Number 25, Jeremiah Hatfield, senior. Number 26, Jacob Glassman, junior. And last but not least, number 27, Bawi Tong, a freshman. Head coach varsity soccer is Lanny Green. So that is all the lineups for today. I've gone over everything, and now as I need to wrap it up. All right, on Saturday, day 2 of 3 of events are complete, and Saturday is the junior high soccer and junior high volleyball tournament. I will be here with you for the junior high volleyball tournament. First game starts at 9 o'clock, and of course, I'll have that going for you, Lord willing, and all of that. Okay, so a great end to a wonderful varsity volleyball season, as I will sign out here saying thank you for all, and let's go Crusaders as we go along, and may we do well in the final stages. Let's see how far we can go for varsity soccer and varsity volleyball. We look forward to that. You can cheer them on when we get there a couple weeks from now. All right, I will talk to you later specifically on Saturday morning for junior high girls volleyball tournament. All right, we will. Matthew Fox, the SES announcer, signing out saying goodbye, good night, thank you, and adios. As let me just add, senior night was a delight for all, despite whatever else happens. All right, Matthew Fox signing out saying goodbye, good night, go Crusaders, and thank you for a tremendous varsity volleyball season. Goodbye, good night, and adios.